Hello, hello. Let's see if this is working. Hello, hello. Let's see if this is working. Hello, hello. Sounds like it. Okay, let's get chat set up. It's a live chat. Do a test, of course. It's cat. There we go. Shows up fine. Do you want it to be a little bit more readable than that? Do it like this. There we go. Okay. Just keep getting things set up here, but I have a goal for today, put in the description, but that'd be fun. I've seen some Pokemon art challenges online that I think we can easily do in our style. Got some non-Mythos art up in the view right now, but there's a reason for this. This is pertinent. Let me keep setting up the layout real quick. Esports challenge. That is not esports challenge. It's challenges like that, right? Yeah, challenge should be spelled that way. Let's see. The text is way too long. Let's do that. So there's one other window we're going to need to set up for this, and I think I'll put it right about here in this green space. So let me get that set up really quick, but we need a random Pokemon generator. One that has a decent visual. I mean, there's some that I've used before, but I definitely want one that looks decent. This one actually looks pretty good. Let's do this. Switch to one Pokemon and put it right here. Let's see. How does it generate? It's just one. Rarity. What is a rarity in this? Why would there be a rarity? Okay, this definitely works now. Okay, so shrink this over here. Let's get the visual for this. I'm gonna just add window real quick. And let's see. Pokemon generator. I want it to fit right about here. I feel like we can actually just do the Pokemon. Make them bigger. It'll probably look better. about there. Yes, and we're not doing Vileplume first. This was just a random roll. I'm not gonna let Vileplume be the first mon. I guess we could. The name, potentially. Where's the name anyways? Ooh, it's like all the way over there. Well, that doesn't work very well. Oh, we can make a new window, huh? Yeah. We will duplicate this window. There we go. And then we can get name. Okay. Yeah, this will work. So when I generate a new one, it can give us one. Okay. So the plan is simple. We will generate a Pokemon, but we'll say like a body part that we're going to use from that Pokemon, and then put it into the design, and then keep going from there. So we'll probably start with like a head, do the whole head, but then remove the eyes and put different eyes, remove the ears, put another Pokemon's ears, and then just keep going until we just make a full design. The reason I'm showing this first is kind of to show that example. I was building a game not that long ago. I've done some art and a little bit of test programming, but nothing crazy for it. But it was called Partamons, and the idea is that you would run around as a school trainer, and these alien asteroids hit outside, and we're going for like Invader Zim style, weird, crazy world, essentially on the world building, and these alien parts from all the aliens on the asteroids like fell apart, separated, went all over the place. So in kind of roguelite fashion, you run around and collect these different pieces that add stats and abilities and types to your Partamons, and you're just squishing them together. So you'd have like a base body, and then if I open up the layers for this guy, I am able to turn off different pieces. There's his body, get rid of his legs, arm, so they get a different arms, back piece, and you could technically have an alien that looks like, oh, that's no face. They'd probably have a face. You could technically have a guy that looks like this, or they could be mixed with parts from other types. So these are the different types of the game, and then you would be mix and matching off of pieces from different ones. But I think we could do it with Pokemon. It'd be really fun, very easy. Right now, since we roll live, so that's not going to be the final one, but we will decide what we're going to randomly roll, and then we'll put the head, and we'll design it, trying to do kind of not necessarily this game's art style. This game's art style is a little different than Mythos, so we'll do Mythos art style. So let's actually go to Mythos file. All loads up. Maybe we'll generate the first piece. I guess we could have a text section. Oh, there's our guy we did last time. Barusa. Came out very good. Happy with him. We could have a text section. We need a square. Let me see if I can grab from the background. Oh, it is all one piece. We'll just make a square of the same size. Call this Pokemon parts. It just needs a background. Do this color. Oh, it didn't copy the color yet. There we go. I'll put this up here, and that gives us a frame to work in. Let me lock that layer. Okay. I guess so I don't have to go through OBS over and over again, we'll do the part list over here. I feel like that's only fitting. Start with the head, and we'll do the art for the whole head, and then replace pieces so we can kind of see as it goes the way it generates. This will be, and maybe we'll come up with a creature that we can build pieces off of or modify in a lot of ways to get to maybe even a mythos. But we're not Pal World. We're not gonna fully copy it, but we can be inspired. Okay, let's roll our first one. So Pokemon parts is over here. Do the art here. Ready. Voltorb. Oh my gosh. Pretty much the worst possible Pokemon type of shape to start with because there's just not much to work with. So he's going to be a ball, at least a ball head. I think we would count this whole thing as the head, I guess. Oh wait, hold on. This one doesn't show. Capture cursor. Yes, please do. You see the cursor? Yeah. So we're going to end up counting all of that as head, right? All of this. I guess it'll be the whole thing. Okay, let's start this up. He's pretty easy. Gonna want color reference to start. This is a small bit of advice when you're dealing with fan art, but also Pokemon fan art. Like I made so many Fakemons in my life, and also originally was very much into Fakemon art before fully picking my own style for my own game and things like that. But you should pull in your reference into Illustrator or your art program of choice, whether that's Procreate or Photoshop or whatever. Pull in your reference, and then you can make a swatch off of it. Technically, we'll just count this as the swatch. I'm not going to go and make a full swatch, but what you would do is start building out squares or circles, wherever your preference is of each of the colors. So get like highlight, bring this down, get mid-tone, bring this down, get a dark tone. It's a weird dark tone. Oh, that is it, apparently. And then we would go ahead and copy these over, grab our other colors, which this is Voltorb we're talking about. He's not super intricate, but this swatch is still helpful or necessary to kind of just nail down what colors you're actually going to use rather than guessing. This absolutely helps the guesswork. Get rid of the guesswork. That's kind of that third color. So this would be like a swatch. For this, since we're going to try and be fast on each one, I'll just copy the colors from the picture over here. But at least this gives me something to swatch off of. So let's go. We will grab the main red. He's a ball. We are calling this the head, so I'm going to leave some space. We're going to go for Mythos style, so he's going to fit into this space, and we want the dynamic-ish pose going through. So we'll start here, and duplicate this ball, copy the white color, and then I like to essentially just create my own curve for half circles or semicircles. This is also a really good shadow technique. If you're going to just be shading something, you can do something similar to that. Yep, we'll do about there. He does have like a divot that comes out for the eyebrow, but we will want to have it be separate because this is kind of the idea of the whole thing is, yeah, this is probably going to be the head, but then the eyes and the ears, mouth, all that stuff would be different. Voltorb, funny enough, only has eyes, nothing else. So we'll make his eyes and then very likely end up replacing them if I do make them. So I guess we won't make the eyes and we'll just start with the head. This would be Voltorb head. Okay. First down. Generate the next one. Let's go. Oh, we should determine what the next one's going to be. Eyes. We'll start with the eyes next. Who's it going to be? Raticate. Okay. Interesting. You can only see one Eradicate's eyes in at least this picture, so I'm going to have to kind of guess what it would look like on the other side. But totally doable. Totally doable. Let's get our little snapshot of him in there. I have all these in my download folder. Actually, I'll just replace them as we go. We don't need the reference image. What are you talking about? Illustrator. Whoa, we don't need that actually. Illustrator doesn't usually care. Oh, it does care this time. We can get it back, I believe. What? Being told doesn't have a history? Let me get a picture of Voltorb. Okay, I overrode an image. Sorry. There we go. Okay, let's see. Get this Voltorb image back in. Makes sense why it popped up a fake. You got rid of this, and we were using it. Fair enough. No, don't give me two of them. I just want to scale this one. Hello? Oh, is it because it's a JPEG? Yeah, we'll just image trace it really quick. Really quick. Oh my gosh. Bugging out. There's my scale tool. There we go. Let's just do that. Come on, Illustrator, what are we doing? Super bummed out. Okay. What is going on? Here we go. Okay, what are we doing? This image just like broke everything. Get rid of it. Oh my goodness. Oh, I have. Oh, I forgot. There's like a hotkey for it. Yeah, I accidentally did. Control Shift B. That's what it is. Yeah. Okay. I've done that before for sure. Easy mistake to do. And you're like, oh, the software is not doing what it's supposed to do. Yeah, you turned it off. Alright, we're back. Voltorb. Okay, Eradicate's eye. If we're being 100% real, Eradicate has terrible eyeball for reference. Like, it's just slightly different. Voltorb eye. I'm gonna take this pure white from it, and we'll do the curve here. curve here. Go straight up and down with that one. I like to invert it so that it becomes a stroke, and then it becomes really easy to work with. We gotta go even smaller on this because we're really close right now. And then that just lets me go ahead and make the black part. Is his eye? This is a good question. Is his eye the black part just a circle, or is it a circle with another circle? Let's pull this up. That is for sure a black big circle with a little white circle. So, easy enough. We will copy just pure black. I think we can center it around that white pupil then, and then copy this, bring it down, go to the white color. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. And let's do the same thing here where we make that transparent so we can see what we're doing. That should work. Not transparent, outline. It just is an easy way to check it. And then I've shown this trick off before. We are just going to duplicate this, do an image trace, duplicate this, do an image trace. We take these two, get rid of them. Take all of this, copy it. We'll cut it so it doesn't exist over there anymore. Scale it up. And there we go. Raticate's eye. He's a little angrier than this normally, so I'm gonna do a slight shadow down this side. And the colors, like, in theory, don't matter at all. We are gonna generate a Pokemon for the color scheme at the end as well, or towards the end. But I'm gonna try to base the colors off of like what it's on top of for now. Yeah, it's kind of, I think, the easiest way to do it. I could go full grayscale and we could just guess, but I think this will be slightly better to look at overall, and then we'll do the next one. So for this part where, oh, I got rid of my Raticate picture. For this part where it comes over, I'm actually going to end up doing just a top eye, kind of like eyebrow shadow. You can see they do this on like this pendant here, or pendant. This is like a badge or something. Here they do it just like a shadow, an extra shadow that kind of outlines that shape. Just an easy way to get that visible in the design. What in the world? This is awful. Who made that? I do not like that one. Gosh, Raticate really is just a big rat, isn't he? Oh, Raticate. We rolled Voltorb into Raticate. That's great. Actually, we've only rolled Gen 1 Pokemon so far, which makes me a little worried that what I picked is... But it says generation, any generation, which I don't know if you guys can see, but it does say any gen. Maybe I just am getting crazy unlucky with it being only Gen 1 Pokemon. Okay, so we'll do that little shadow. Actually, they even do it here with Voltorb. But I will copy this. Oops, I want to change the color to that. Copy this color for it. And then we'll just pen tool this ourselves. Maybe give it a little bit of this shape going up here. And then we'll bring it around the top of the eye. And then we send this to the back. And that feels already more like Raticate's eye, just with that little addition. So I'm going to call that a success. This would probably go a little closer in there. Now, because it's Voltorb, the other eye would be right here. So we're going to remake this. We could technically do Voltorb's eye hood in a way. Because I mean, effectively, Raticate. Oh my goodness. Raticate does have the same thing here. So, yeah, we'll do the exact same thing that Voltorb has, essentially. Let's see here. How do I want to tackle this? I think we'll do copy this color. Bring our own curve here. This is like closer to what Voltorb's looks like. Raticate's would probably be a little bit sharper down and a little bit more in, and then we can take this, bring it down, copy this white color, get back one. Just trying to recreate the kind of vibe of how Raticate's eye works, where this would kind of go up, and then we can take this piece in here to get that curve that it does. Almost need, I mean, why not look at a reference? Let's get a new page up here. Pull up a reference again. We need some sort of angle where you can see both eyes. Holy cow. Real angry Raticate. I think this is probably the closest we're gonna get. And this is official artwork, so that helps. Let's pull the reference. Let's see. Pull this reference in here. Wow, it is a blurry picture, but it at least gets us the idea. Transform, reflect. Yeah, that's pretty close, so we will go for it. It's actually definitely sharper than that. I'd say it's closer to like this shape. Give it that. And then I think giving it this shadow will help as well. Go ahead and shrink this reference back down. Leave him over here with his friend. I'm noticing this outline kind of messed up. Let's try to realign that. They like both got misaligned. Huh. I probably scaled probably this curve slightly. Just bring that back down. Yeah, this one too. We'll just bring it up. It'll be fine. I'm not going for perfect here. Who's my favorite Pokemon? Caitlin asks. If it isn't obvious, it is Blastoise. Blastoise and Tyranitar. Those two mixed together is this art in the back. Here, let me hide all this. Holy cow, I got a crazy desktop going on. Let me sort. Wow, it does not show me the sort options. That's crazy. What? Okay, I give up. There he is, Blastoise and Tyranitar. Those two would have to be it. Thanks for asking. What's your favorite Pokemon, Caitlin? Send this to the back. There. And then I think best thing here would be just Totodile. Totodile's a great pick. We do love Totodile. Let's see where the people lands on this one. I'm not just ignoring you. Definitely trying to get this eye done because I think I spent way too much time on it. Totodile is great though. Actually, I hope we roll Totodile on the random generator and then this art instantly goes to crazy town because it would be Voltorb's head on Totodile's tiny body. I think that would work really well. Alright, I think the eye would land about here. At least the people. It didn't copy paste. There we go. Copy paste that. Copy paste this one. Delete the outside stuff. It's a little off. We can probably just move it down. And I think it'll be a bit better. Actually, this is probably too big too. So let's get rid of that. Let's at least see what this looks like here. That looks better. I think we can just take a new center circle because the one we had just, I think it wasn't looking very good. Do this. The alligator emoji, nice. Ooh, actually, we could even do with a little bit more on the outside there. Here we can send another emoji. We have to, now that we have your favorite, we have to get, I'm typing turtle into the chat. I want to search emojis. There we go. Turtles. We'll take the black. And we can go a little bit bigger here with it. I think it'll look a little bit better. Don't know how many of these I actually made. Just one more. Okay, let's just double check. That feels like Raticate's eyes. Voltorb with Raticate's eyes. Who would have guessed? Okay. Now, on to the next one. I think we'll do Mouth next. Mouth should be fairly easy. And there is a chance that we generate another Pokemon with that is missing the parts that we need. Like, maybe it's another Voltorb with no mouth. If it's another Kanto Pokemon, we might have to switch the generator just so that it can generate other gens. It's just Arbok. Wait, is this only Kanto? Generate random, any generation. Maybe on the next one we'll just switch the generation just to try it. Arbok Mouth, okay. That is kind of a crazy one. I'm not even totally sure what to do with that information. We can try. We could try to extend it down this way. Man, that's gonna make his mouth look crazy. Arbok. I do like Arbok. I think most people are not Arbok fans. I think snakes are cool. I did the same thing again. There we go. I think snakes are cool, so Arbok gets a pass. He's also um, cool in a lot of like fan games and different things where people add like, oh, the crest on his the whatever frill, cobra frill, can have different face patterns, and I think that gives him a lot of character. Not necessarily something that they do in Pokemon games. I think they should. It would be very cool for him. But they definitely could do something cool there. Arbok's mouth. Now we will do it in the color. We'll do it in the color of his mouth, and then we'll take it over to Voltorb, and we'll decide, or Voltorb head, and decide how to kind of like split that. It would be cool if the top one was the red color from Voltorb's head, and then the bottom was the bottom color, the bottom jaw. But he's gonna have the snake tongue, so very cool. Works really well. Okay, so for the mouth, we're gonna count it as pretty much everything under the eye. So in my head, that would make the most sense. I think it's probably safer to say it kind of goes right here, here. Because I'm going to attach these two, actually, it would make a lot of sense to just go down here, because that's where the jawbone kind of separates there. And then here, we come down. So that's going to be the top. And then we'll fill in whatever background we need for it to go on the actual one. And then we'll take the bottom color, or the shadow color. We'll go all the way back here to really get the snake jaw. Unhinged snake jaw. This is a pretty crazy one to roll for mouth, honestly. I think next one we'll do a next gen, which we could just go through all the gens. That would be something interesting. And then maybe another time we do this, we go backwards in the order, trying things out. Why not? We will also random. I think there's stats. It would be cool to go through, like the assign essentially a stat to a body part. Like attack is probably going to be arms. Speed will be legs. We could call special attack head, and then we go through their stats and try to figure out their stat spread based on the random. The type, we could do whatever types are most abundant in the body. That would probably make the most sense. And these are how I was kind of thinking stats would work in the Partamon game I was describing as well. And then colors, yeah, we'll just do the colors all based on one random gen that we do at the end. And yeah, I think it'll make sense. Okay. Let's do this so we can see what we're working with. We're going to have to grab this kind of pinkish color. And I'm just going to go outside the shape, and then we can do a image trace to get it to align. Perfect there. Bring this back to the front. It's got a lot of little teeth, so we're going to want to figure that out. Yeah, he's only a couple teeth because they're all in the front. Is that 100% correct? Actually, sure. Are Arbok's teeth all in the front? We need official art. Seemingly, yeah. He's got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 2 fangs. We'll stick with that. Actually, let's do the tongue first. The tongue will be kind of this pink color. It goes straight this way, down here. Whoa, sometimes when you're messing with curves, you can accidentally do crazy stuff like that. That's more common than you think, too. Go this way, and then back up into the mouth. That'll be the tongue. Teeth color, I am tempted to not use this color. I think in general Mythos I use closer to white anyways. But these will be round, pointy teeth. This is my favorite common shape for teeth. It is super easy to work with, very easy to manipulate. Like, you can shrink it down, do this, and it kind of gives it that randomness. Make sure this will align well with the mouth. We'll place them all, and then we will image trace them so they will essentially look like that. I think that'll make more sense. But we'll do that kind of towards the end on all of them. And this one, we either shrink down or do this. And I think one more would kind of be over there, so we will bring the tongue in front of it. Yeah, we'll do that. And then he has 2 fangs, which we'll do these as, again, Illustrator. Taking me all over the place. Let's make these bigger, and I'll bring the top of the mouth in front of it. There we go. I'll image trace these. Select all those, hide them. And there we go. I would say that is Arbok's mouth. I want to grab all of these easily. Let's see. We'll do that. Bring it over. Figure out where this is gonna. How in the world are we already in such a funny zone? Oh, yeah, that's Arbok. I think what we will do to get this to fit better is maybe this piece here would actually bend up into it. Yeah, but probably a little bit deeper in, right? Like about here. And then we can take this at a point, just hide it. Same thing here. I want a point inside there. That'll clean it up a little bit more better. I'm real happy with this. This is great. So we probably merge those two colors to mix. It's crazy already. Like, that's such a cool design. Sphere head is really interesting in general, but I think this in general works really well with the Raticate head. We're gonna bring this in a little bit, and we can play with the idea that this eye and that eye meet at the kind of cross section here. So we'll go and take this lighter color and mask it. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm already liking that a lot. I think this in this piece should actually be potentially now the darker colors. So this one would be this. I don't know if I like it across the board being that one though. Maybe we need to see more of the design first. Because when they kind of just blend straight in, it works. It actually works really well. I would even say to make it more Voltorb, you go like that. That's cool. Let's make this slightly better color. I'm not like super worried about the colors just yet. Um, let's give him just a shiner. Well, I guess we don't want to yet, 'cause we might add head top now, which either means ears, ears and hair, spikes, whatever, right? Whatever it could be. That'll be next. So let's do the next part. Head top. I also just realized we changed the color of this at some point to our box mouth. I think that placement on this tooth is slightly wrong, right? Yeah, I was slightly off. This is great. This is real cool. Alright. Generation. We'll switch to Gen 2 now. Let's see if we can get somebody else. Ready. Generate. Zero Pokemon match your filter. What? Oh, I think I know what's going on. This randomizer must not have anything outside of Gen 1 so far. Okay, let's Pulpo. Let's do this one. One Pokemon, all regions, all types, advanced settings, all legendaries, all stages, fully evolved or not, all forms. I think we'll do no forms for now, but alternate forms is fine. Names and images. That should be good. So now we can hide this one. Let's just make sure we're getting the actual Pokemon now. Not as cool as our old one that this will do. Terrakion. Head top Terrakion. That's actually sick. This is gonna look awesome. Or really goofy. I'm gonna take this for the reference. Let's save this in here. Terrakion is a great pick for us right now. Awesome. Awesome design. Very Gen 5 weird extra pieces. That's how I like to describe Gen 5. Like, you see these guys, these are Gen 1, right? Gen 1, you got simple guys. Simple guys that all generally look like the thing they're supposed to be. What animal is Terrakion actually supposed to be, right? You don't really know. And all these extra bits and bobs don't really like help push towards the actual animal or thing he's based on. They make him look cool. I think Gen 5, most Pokemon in Gen 5 just look cool. Does that mean that they're selling the like full animal they are? I actually think they do a somewhat bad job of doing that in Gen 5. And that doesn't mean they don't. Like, every design looks. I mean, there's an ice cream cone, right? And he's an ice cream cone. Nothing's different there, but I would say Terrakion does not necessarily look like what he's supposed to maybe be based on, right? So we'll do from these spikes down here. I guess the head helmet thing comes with, and then these absolutely awesome design thing to add. This is a fun one. This is a really absurd curve here too, which to add to our already very simple body or head. I mean, it's gonna add a lot. This color, start down here. Should we just make it a 1 point because we're essentially going to have to add it to the final, like that side, and they'll be separate pieces, I believe. Would be best. Let's go to 0.1. You can see. Yeah, so we'll do this section, and then we'll go to the other section, so it can be this color instead. At least there. And then we go back to this color for this top piece. I'm debating whether these will work. I don't think these feel like back pieces, right? Like it continues on to the design. These would kind of be like shoulders. So we'll go here. Send that to the back. Oh, not the back. Send this to the front. This and this to the front. We'll grab, oops. Grab that there. Let's get one extra color. It's darker. Just don't want to go too crazy dark on the next tone, but this would tone down one more. Then we would finish out this curve. And it's gone. I will grab all of these and bring these to the front. The only thing left would be to grab the helmet. Let's do one solid color for now and kind of assume the highlight would be there later. I think we'll do all the highlights at the end since we're going to be grabbing and moving pieces and changing colors. It doesn't really make sense to go and highlight everything right now. We won't even know what highlight colors are necessary. We grab this, and this, and bring it to the front. And I think that is Terrakion's headpiece. Head top. Now, how does this work? Oh boy. He looks like Loki. That is funny. It would overlap the eyes. Terrakion's. That's part of its design purpose, right? Is give him cool eyes. It would go about there. Right? Like it overlaps, goes to the end of the nose. This isn't all the way to the end of the nose because you know, big nose. Wow. Talk about a intense design. I think it would be cool if this was the light white color, or this is this color with the dome highlight, and this is the white colors. This becomes this, and this becomes the darker. We're getting a theme here already. Yes, this is rad. We could easily give him that dome highlight now. He's got one white shine on his head. Bald, bald top head. It is an interesting shape actually. It's a little oblong. It's actually an egg. Got an egg on his head. I'd say this is already pretty egg shaped. We'll just do a little bit more of that and then egg down there. Because it's this highlight, right? Big old shiner. It'd probably make more sense to do this color than this. Technically, but then I could argue this makes more sense. We'll leave it like this for now. I like this. This design feels real cool. Okay. Let's continue. Head top. Now we just go to body, right? Straight to the body. This is the biggest part. Body is going to define this design. Let's hit it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Are you joking? This Gulpin body just ate the whole design. What do you even consider Gulpin's body? Wow. I mean, he's a stomach. Like, literally. I think you count like if you were going off of the removal factor, right? Like removing parts to get to an understanding of what the pieces are. This is a mouth, eyes, head technically only exists if these all exist. So body is like here, because where the hands are attached, and then tail. So I don't even think we technically count this. Oh, you guys can't really see that. I don't think we technically count this because this is a tail, and we'll add a tail, or we'll leave a section for tail, and if the Pokemon that rolls doesn't have it, then it doesn't matter, right? Like if we roll legs and that then a Bronzong shows up. Bronzong doesn't have legs. Gulpin doesn't have legs, right? So we'll say body is a semi like flat bottom round circle. It is just this. But he does have this spot. We will account for this diamond shape on his back. That'll make him Gulpin. Oh, what a funny roll. Not necessarily what I was hoping for in this cool design we're building up. Oh, that's gonna change some things. I think I want to call this something else. We'll just say ears, and then we can bring Terrakion over here with the group. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, Gulpin. Your body. I'm gonna call it as your body's sad. I'm not even gonna pen tool because I can do this entirely with a sphere. Oh man, I knew this would be fun, a fun challenge because I mean you literally could roll any Pokemon and say, "Oh, this part is so obvious. You know exactly what it's gonna look like." Well, what if it was attached to Gulpin's body? This is it. This is all it is. Should I shade it? I don't think I'm gonna shade it yet because we don't know. But I'll put the X or the little diamond shape he has on his back. I'll put that on the back. So let's grab this black color in with a little bit of curve because it looks like it does curve a tiny bit. I think it's slightly wrong. There we go. I'll just do a image trace. Oh, I didn't copy paste it. Copy paste image trace. This is so tragic. I don't even know how big to make it. It's just a soul read here. Oh no. It's great. We're in love with this design. So this part will be the red. This part will be the white. We'll stick with that color scheme for now. We don't have a tertiary color necessarily. I mean, we technically have like the snake mouth color. But I think the tertiary color will be defined through this. Like I'm still tempted to kind of just keep this Terrakion color for now. Because we don't really know what color it will be on the final, just for the fact that I wasn't dark enough. That I think that piece will change the most in the final. I am very tempted to just do this, so I at least remember that's like a tertiary color. Body, head. We've got our three colors. Base is this red. This guy's a silly guy. We will go for arms. I'm nervous now. It's golfing through a wrench and things. Let's see it. Greavard. Greavard doesn't have arms. Can we agree? I would say Greavard doesn't have arms. So we're good. Or we'll say his name and then NA. He doesn't have arms. We'll still get a picture of him for continuity's sake. Hoover's the dog. He has no arms. Okay, next. Legs. We could stay a large ball body, potentially, if we don't roll any uh, legs. I mean, a floating, like even a Chimecho wouldn't have legs. He's got a tail. So, we'll see. Let's do it. Riggs doesn't have legs. No. Right? There's no way we count that as legs. Runerigus. Legs? No, he doesn't. He has 0 legs. Runerigus. It's also NA. No legs to be had. We are a sack body, a stomach, literally, with no arms and legs. We need a good tail. That's what we need. Because then we can sell this as like, I don't know, what are those flat snakes? They're like flat, fat snakes. We can technically sell this as that. There has to be a tail that saves the design. We're hoping for awesome tail, and then we'll do back. Back will be the last like part addition, unless there's something else you can think of. I don't know. Like, there's accessories. It's like a rare roll, I guess, because they would have to have like Greninja has his tongue scarf, or does that count as his mouth? That's weird. That's a weird edge case. Like thinking of like Mega Delphox, they have a broom. Some Pokemon have accessories, so we'll do an accessories roll. I'm assuming it'll end up being an NA most likely, but you never know. You never know. I mean, nothing we've rolled so far has an accessory, technically. Okay, tail. This could save the design, save the whole challenge. Come on, tail roll. Oh, Carvana. And he does have a tail. Carvana. I mean, it's just a fish tail. We kind of sell this as a fish, in a way. I'm just coping at this point. There's no way. There's no way this is a fish. There's no way. I think at this point, we shrink the body. Ooh, yes, we go. Oh, this is a sneaky way to do it. But this is the way it's gonna happen. Angle. Oh, I don't want to. That's like we grab the head. Slight angle. Body. Slight angle. Fishtail. It gives us wings. And a sick accessory, and we're saved. It's the only way. Carvana does indeed have a tail. We can get a tail in the design. Something is saving us. This tail's cool too. Like, don't get me wrong, we are already like selling really hard with this body. Like the body doesn't give the design the edge that it looks like it should have, right? This is a predator. And then he has this fat, roundish body that doesn't sell it at all. But this tail gets there. If you really squint your eyes and think about it. Do all the way back in the ear. I mean, this will get overlapped by the body, which Carvana already has a very round body, to be fair. We're not changing the wheel this much with this being attached to Gulpin's body. But it's also not doing us technically any favors. That shape, this will be the top, and then we'll do this behind it in the back. It's some of the easiest stuff you do is like wings, fins, or at least I'm just very used to it. I mean, overall, most of the designs I'm doing are fish or dragons or reptile looking, you name it. I do think we benefit from adding the little shaded marks here, and they do feel like they kind of framed the design very well. So we'll add those in as well. We don't want to change that. Okay. Copy this. Then we can kind of drag these around so they feel correct. Transform reflects this way. I didn't do the image trace. There we go. And cut this one. Boom, boom. There we go. Slide all the pieces here. Oh, I did the wrong reflect. Reflect it vertical. There we go. I'm gonna stretch it a little bit, just to uh, kind of give it a chance of fitting a little bit better into the larger body that we have here. Bring it up. Oh, Gulpin, you've done a disservice to this design. It's a fish now. It's a fish. There's no going back. I think we could blend those together though. And I should just have them line up there. We then take this, we just stretch it a little bit so that it goes straight into it. Yeah, yeah, I think that works. This might need to be the darker color. Um, just to make a little bit more sense. No, I think I'll just go straight into it. And then um, that settles this pretty easy. This will be the tertiary color in the final coloring, but for now we don't have like a final coloring. I'm also thinking finally change the body to this darker color. Let's change this to this. That also means we can change these to the darker color. Yeah, that gets our perspective a little bit better. I think we'll take this in kind of cover up that piece there. Awesome. He's he's a fish. Oh no. Our cool head design turned into a fish. Everything I do ends up turning into a fish. That is funny that this worked out though. The tail going into Gulpin's back pattern, if you can consider that his back. I'll modify this one more time to just get rid of those couple tangent points. Oh, come on. You know what I'm trying to do, Illustrator. Yeah, cool. Yeah, this is so cool. This is a great design. I'm so happy with what's happening here now. I mean, I guess that piece has to be there because it's Voltorb. What is going on? Missing on arms and legs is so funny. To then get a fish tail, like what are the odds? What are the odds? This just became a no fin, no front fin fish. If we get like wings, we can be saved a tiny bit. Again, massive copium, but we're gonna let it roll. So we do back and we generate. Slaking has nothing on his back, right? Let's look up official sprites. He has a back muscle. No, I don't think we count it. Like this is obviously hair, right? That's all his hair. This you could probably do body with, but he doesn't have any back pieces. So I think it's another NA. I can't be convinced that Slaking has anything on his back. That's hair. Slaking NA. No back. No back hair to be had. I'm not gonna count that. Do I have to? You know, this 3D print might have sold me. That does touch his back. It does, huh? We gotta roll with it. This is back sprite. This probably shows it the best. I don't want a WebP file. Give me a JPEG. I guess we just go with the one that sold it. This totally sells it actually. That's some back hair. I can be convinced. Oops. So, I want two of them. This picture is great. This is a 3D print. Why would you 3D print working out slaking? Who is this for? This personally will go into the man cave. The Home gym. Okay, let's make some back here. I'm not even gonna do it on the reference because it seems completely unnecessary. Startup spike in the back. Send it back to the layers, and there you go. Slaking back hair makes it into the design before arms and legs. One at a time. Oh, this isn't all the way back there. You know, it kind of adds a bit. His body was very plain, so we'll take back hair. uh, this is too fun. We'll have to do this another time too. I'm enjoying this. Last part that can be added. Extras. An extra could be Tinkaton's hammer. It could be Rayquaza Mega's yellow trails. It could be name another Pokemon that has one. I don't know. We'll just generate it and we'll just see if they come up with anything extra. Gliscor. Nah, I mean, there's nothing in this design you could consider an extra piece that doesn't cover any of these other areas, right? We got head, eyes, mouth, ears, claws are for the arms. I guess technically, because we rolled arms and legs as NA, we lost hands and feet. That is one thing. Like we would have technically done hands and feet. Back we have the slaking hair, so we don't get the wings. Tail, we're done. So yeah, no extras. Gliscor, NA does not have any extra pieces on him. Anything that could be considered extra. Get a picture for Gliscor. I love this. What is this from? This is awesome. Scale them down. Okay, now for the fun part. We have a couple things. We're gonna do colors. So the next one rolls colors. We'll do stats. So we'll look through um, each of these parts is assigned to a stat. For a special attack, it's head, eyes, mouth, um, ears even. And you take the best of whatever one of those. Body is HP. Arms is, um, I guess body would be defense and HP. Arms is attack. Legs is speed. Tail could convince one or the other for physical attack, potentially. I think when you get towards like the extras, you kind of start ignoring it a little bit. Special defense, we could actually say would be closer to like ears, eyes, like your senses. I think that's understandable. Where your head is your special attack. Mouth could also be taken as like one or the other. But we'll assign one to each. That will then give him stats. His most common shared type across all the types here becomes his typing. If there is a massive tie, then we'll not do a secondary typing. We'll probably just do a single typing. Which, looking at this, we have electric, normal, poison, ground fighting, poison again, ghost, ground ghost. So that's two ground. Or Dragon's actually rock type. Now that I remember, rock type. Dark water, normal again, and ground flying. But these are NA, so they're actually not included. So you would probably go. He's a normal poison type right now. A normal poison type fish. Oh, ability would be tied to one of these as well. So we could say, I think mouth or maybe head is ability. Or maybe you can take the main ability from three Pokemon, and that's eyes, mouth, ears. So you go head. Here, I'll assign this now, actually. So we're going to say special attack. Eyes will be ability 1, do ability 2, ability 3. Body is going to be HP. I think we could technically put back or tail as defense. Oh, we need special defense too. Yeah, we can do something there for sure. We'll move these over so that we have room for them. So arms is attack. Legs is speed. Tail will account for defense and special defense. I think tail would be good def, and then back will be defense. And then these still work even if any of this is NA. And the reasoning there is, well, he has no legs, so his speed is probably bad. But your speed could be good if you are floating or something. I don't know. But this will work out. Abilities being here, fun. We will do. Honestly, the color kind of decides typing a lot. But doing like the general, like what are the most typings here, will probably majority of the time match the design the best. So we can do type up here. Do this in the right font size. What is this? 12. 12-point font. Delete one of those. So his most common types are poison, normal. Poison, normal type fish looking Pokemon. But I would say he's probably a land fish. Land fish looking snake guy. There's, what is it in Super Auto Pets? It's like a flat snake. There's a snake that I'm thinking of. Um, I think it's in the fantasy pack actually. It's in here. There he is. What are you? Hmm. He's got to be in here somewhere. Not custom pack exclusive. Let's see. Maybe it is in here. Hmm. He's probably got some weird name like these guys. I know he comes from the unicorn pack. Unicorn pack. The unicorn pack has this. Tsuchinoko. What is a Tsuchinoko? What is this thing? This is what I was picturing the whole time. It was Japanese legendary snake-like cryptid known for its distinct beer bottle or hammer shape. A Tsuchinoko. Okay. I think we accidentally made a Tsuchinoko Pokemon. Instead here we'll do Suchi. Oh, Fishinoko? Sushinoko. Sushinoko. A poison normal type um beer fish Pokemon. Oh, what does he do? This myth. 30 to 80 centimeters long. Can leap. The leaping. Yeah, the rumored ability to jump or roll like a hoop. What? The mythical creature of Easter egg in video games, anime, and media, including Metal Gear Solid, Yokai Watch, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Fat Snake. I'm gonna call it the Fat Snake Pokemon. Let's see the format to tell. Sushinoko, the Fat Snake Pokemon. This is great. This is awesome. It works so well with Gulpin's fat body and all of that. He doesn't look that fat. Trust me. This is a fat snake. And we could even go a little bit heavier on the design here. A little bit fatter. I can't believe the Gulpin. It's selling the whole design now. He might have saved it. Yeah, I think this works. Tsushinoko, the fat snake Pokemon. Poison normal type due to most common types. Actually, put most common. Most common types are poison normal. His special attack. Okay, let's look up some stats. Before we color him, before we do anything like that, I'll look up some stats. Voltorb special attack. Base special attack stat of 55. At 55, we need Eradicate's ability. We'll do Gulpin's HP first. Base HP set of 70. Very mid. Granted, that will be super common when you're dealing with Underfall Pokemon, so do you want to have them all line up? We'll just get rid of these and then it should line up well. It'd be best to have these guys down there, but whatever. This works. We get Greaver's attack stat. 61. 61's pretty bad. Runerigus' speed I know is bad. 30. Oh my gosh. It's so bad. Spadef of Carvanha. Defense might save this guy. It's 20. Oh my gosh, his Spadef is terrible. That Fishtail's doing nothing. And then Slayking's defense has to be pretty high. 100. Save him. 100 defense. This is a defensive guy. He jumps really high. Okay, so Eradicate abilities. Let's go pick one. Run away. Guts. We give him guts. I mean, hustle. Hustle, in theory, works well with his like jumping and all that, but what it actually does doesn't really fix it. I think guts is good. It's guts. That's awesome. Arbok abilities. Intimidate, shed skin, and unnerve. So he already has guts. So giving him intimidate seems crazy. Shed skin. Shed skin is okay. Like it does make sense. He's a snake. So I think we give him shed skin for the snake. So I was about to say whatever it's called. Unnerve, because he's unnerving. But he's a snake also, so he sheds his skin. I think it's fair. His guts, 60, base 61 attack is not great, but at least he has guts. And then, what's the last one? Terrakion's ability. I forget. Justified. Oh, yeah, it's not great, but I think they all get this. Am I wrong? I think they all only get Justified, yeah. Which, cool. Guts, Shed Skin, and Justified. Justified, like, technically, he could use it, but why would he ever use that over Guts? Guts is, like, so good. High defense, high attack when Guts is active. Shed Skin. to trick people into thinking you have guts. Why would you ever do that? Pretty cool. Okay, let's design these colors. Let's do colors. Let's get our generate. What Arceus is that? Is that Fairy Arceus? I can't even tell. I'm gonna have to look them up. Which one is that? Is it that one? I think it's this one. Which one is it? Oh, not AI one, please. Not even using. Here we go. That's not what I wanted. Okay, here we go. This is perfect. It's not fairy. What? That's it. We're going to freaking Pokemon Showdown. This will get me there. Arceus. Is it rock? Ground? No. What does rock look like? Hello? No, definitely not that one. Ground? I don't think it's ground either. This is so confusing. This is like the worst roll we could have had. It's not obvious at all. Arceus. Fighting. No, it's not fighting. I think it's ground. We're gonna call it ground Arceus. Okay. Yeah, I think it's ground Arceus. Which cool color scheme. Not gonna lie. Pretty red. But it has this like pink color. Wait, can I open image in another tab? No, I don't want that. Arceus ground. It does say Arceus ground. Okay. That settles that one. Arceus ground. It's just a weird one to roll because it makes it confusing. I guess for now we'll have them be big so we can copy the colors over. Okay, so we're going based on base color, secondary color, tertiary color. Right? So in our design, we actually ended up making the headpiece kind of the secondary color. I mean, the white's pretty prominent, but kind of the same thing they do here, right? This is going to be our brown. What is our brown? And then our white is going to turn into this color, and then our red is going to turn into this color. Let's do it. Oh, we should do the white first, just so it gets less confusing. This to be this color. This will be this color. We can grab these now to be this, think I can get a darker version right here. Yeah, there we go. This, we're gonna have to guess a little bit. I think we do based on what the body tells us we need in a way. Now, Arceus doesn't have a mouth, so it'll be kind of hard to determine what the inside mouth color should be. Thoughts. This should be that. Yeah, that feels correct. I'm gonna go on a limb here and say that we can probably get away with this in a way. Oh, his eyes are a different color. So we need this to be the darker too. His eyes are a different color. They are red, bright red. That one or this one? And then these are black. Yeah. I will say that instantly made his eyes look so creepy. Maybe we do the lighter color. Kind of helps. Your teeth would for certain be white because they're accent off of that. I think the mouth, we honestly do more of the white, or we can do a mix here. Like that. Wow, what a weird color scheme to get. Change everything through for a loop, that's for sure. This is cool. It's definitely working. You knew you would get the god of Pokemon to be his color scheme. Let's put him back down here. Just his colors. And then do we go crazy? Just generate one more for a random Dex description. Raichu Alola. Oh my. What is Raichu Alola's Dex description? Let's see. It uses psychokinesis to control electricity. It rides on its tail by lifting. So that one wouldn't make sense. It uses psychic energy into its tail and rides it like surfing. People also call it a Hodad. Rubbing its cheeks releases. I think this one is the closest we can get to making sense. Only evolves to this form in the Alola region. Researchers think. Oh, I forgot to add a little extra. Its diet causes this change. There we go. That's it. You have the Sushi-no-Go, the fat snake Pokemon. Most common types used in the creation were poison and normal. So this is a poison normal type. The head is
Voltorb giving us 55 special attack. The body is Gulpin, giving us the HP stat of 70. Arms, Greavard, attack 61. He has no arms. Legs, Rodriguez, speed of 30. He has no legs. Tails Carvana with a 20 special defense stat. So bad. Awful. But his back, Slaking, defense 100. No extras. His colors are Arceus Ground. His abilities come from Raticate, giving him the eyes for his guts ability. Arbok giving him a mouth for shedding his skin. And then Terrakyon's ears giving him the Justified ability. His dex description says it only evolves to this form in the Alola region. Researchers think its diet causes this change. Here he is, Sushinoko. I will definitely be doing this again. This was really fun. Um, Maybe next time throwing in a couple more extra stat type things that this can come up with. Maybe we'll get some better Pokemon. But I like the end product of this. This was definitely fun. So. Okay, I'm gonna head off for today, and we can do some more probably later this week, maybe Friday or something. Maybe doing this or games or something. But okay, thank you guys, and I'm out.